Jai Hind students, today we are going to understand about the chapter Minerals and Energy Resources, class 10 Geography. The objective of the chapter is the various types of minerals as well as their uneven nature of the distribution, and we are going to discuss about the conventional and non-conventional resources and their utilization. The very first thing is that why these minerals they are important to us. Can we take out this, can we separate this mineral from our life? We cannot separate the minerals from our life. Even right from the small pen which we use to the houses which we make, the vehicles which we use, we do require all types of minerals. Even to digest our food also we do require a small amount of minerals. So that is the reason that we cannot separate mineral from the human life, and that is the reason we call mineral as an indispensable part of our life. The next thing is that what exactly the minerals are. Minerals are the homogeneous naturally occurring substances. Here the human being do not contribute anything. Only the nature make this minerals. So minerals are the homogeneous naturally occurring substances which has a definite internal structure. They have some specific physical and chemical property. If we talk about the mineral, these minerals have the different forms. We have the hardest mineral which we call as in diamond, the softest mineral which we call as in talc. Now why these minerals they are different from each other? Why it all depends upon how these minerals they are being formed. If we talk about the occurrence of minerals, the minerals occurs in the following form. Number one, in case of the igneous and metamorphic rocks. If we talk about the igneous and metamorphic rocks, when the magma comes out from the magma chamber by the help of some kind of cracks, crevices or fault, they brings metallic minerals along with it. You can see with the help of the diagram also. From this magma chamber, the metallic minerals, the minerals they come out in the form of maybe in the form of the small veins, or maybe in the form of a larger crack which we call as in lodes. Another example, another occurrence of mineral is in case of the sedimentary rocks. In case of sedimentary rocks, the sediments they get accumulated on each other in this manner. Now if you see, we have a thick vegetation on this area, maybe because of some climatic conditions, maybe because of the earthquake. This vegetation got submerged inside the earth, and when it gets submerged inside the earth, the sediments get accumulated on the vegetation layer after the layer in the form of the beds. These vegetation over a period of time they get converted into coal when these sediments they get compressed, and this is how the mineral they occur in case of the sedimentary rocks. Another occurrence of mineral is the evaporation process. We know about salt is being obtained by the help of the evaporation process. Another occurrence is the residual mass of the weathered material, that is when the weathering of particles are there, weathering of rocks is there, some of the rock particles they get erode along with the water, some of the particles they get erode along with the air, some minerals they have been left as it is, we call them as what? The residual mass of the weathered material. Example for this we have bauxite. And the next occurrence of minerals we have alluvial deposit or the placer deposit. Gold, silver, platinum, they occur in the form of the alluvial or placer deposits. If we talk about the classification of the minerals, they have been classified into three forms, that is metallic mineral, non-metallic minerals and their energy resources. If we differentiate between the metallic and non-metallic minerals, we know about the metallic minerals, they are the metals, they create sound, they are malleable, ductile in nature. And if we talk about non-metallic minerals, they are brittle. And these metallic minerals, they have been divided into two parts, that is ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous minerals are those which has the iron content, like for example we have iron ore with us. And non-ferrous minerals are those minerals which do not contain of iron, like we have copper is there, bauxite is there. Now one by one we are going to understand about the distribution of different types of minerals. First we are going to understand about the ferrous mineral. The most important ferrous mineral we have iron ore with us. Iron ore, we have two types of iron ore which are found in our country. One is magnetite. Magnetite is the highest quality of iron ore. It has around 70% of iron ore, finest quality. And second, which we call as in hematite iron ore. Hematite is the industrial iron ore. It has lesser content of iron, approximately 50 to 60%. If we talk about the distribution of iron ore in our country, we have four belts where iron ore is available. Number one belt is the Orissa-Jharkhand belt. Number two, Durg-Bastar-Chandrapur belt. Number three, Baleri-Chitradurga-Chikmagalur Tumkur belt. And number four belt is Maharashtra and Goa belt. Let's understand these four belts by the help of the map. The first belt, Orissa-Jharkhand belt, which is there in the state of Orissa and Jharkhand. The second belt is Durg-Bastar-Chandrapur belt, which is there in the state of Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh. Number third belt is in the state of Karnataka. The name of the belt is Baleri-Chitradurga-Chikmagalur Tumkur belt. And number four belt is in Maharashtra and Goa. Now these belts consist of different types of mines. Different mines are there. Let's understand. Mayurbhanj, that is there in Orissa-Jharkhand belt. In the second belt, Durg-Bastar-Chandrapur belt, we have Durg in Chhattisgarh. Bailadila, which is there in Bastar district in Chhattisgarh. Third belt is in Karnataka, which we call as in Baleri-Chitradurga-Chikmagalur belt. Here we have Baleri, and then Karnataka, in Kudremukh mines in Karnataka, which is near the western coast. Now, all these four belts, they have their own water ports by which they can export. Especially if we talk about the Baleri-Chitradurga Chikmagalur belt, which is there in Karnataka, this Kudremukh mines, which is in Karnataka, has consist of very high quality of iron ore, and then this we have a port here in Karnataka which we call as an here